Okay, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing well today. Shout out to all the subscribers. Big up to anybody new. Devin Haney, the undisputed lightweight champion, is going to take on VASYL Lomachenko. Obviously, this fight has been heavily rumored for a while. I think they finally finalized it a couple of days ago. Las Vegas, May 20th. For Haney's belts. This is great news. This is a fantastic fight. I think they labeled it Checkmate, which is a good name because it's going to be a major chess match in there, isn't it? Well, let's put up the tail of the tape right now, and you can see the disparity in advantages. Obviously, Haney 24. I still can't believe he's 24. Crazy. And then Loma 35. Obviously, Haney's got the reach. And well, he's got the advantage in almost every category really. So yeah, really fascinating fight. And you know, the first thing you would look at, I made a video about this actually a few months back about Devin Haney's struggle to get the jab landing against Jojo Diaz. And if you look at the actual punch stats, they do stick out quite a bit, because it's the only bit of information we have on him, Haney fighting a southpaw, because Jojo Diaz is the only southpaw he fought. But Jojo Diaz fights completely different to Loma. So I'll have to watch the fight again to really see it in a bit more detail, and I'll do a more detailed breakdown, obviously closer to the fight. So this isn't a technical breakdown at all. It's just more excitement and just having a quick thought about how the fight may go and what fighters will do. One thing that does stick out to me is something that we don't know about Devin Haney, is will he need to sell out? And I don't think he will, but I'm just saying, does he have that extra, the extra energy in the championship rounds when a fight is close? And look, I said he hasn't needed to because he's been that good. But when you get to a higher level and you fight the best in your division, then you usually are asked these questions. So, and look, in terms of Loma, well, you could say, well, he lost against Lopez. It doesn't matter. He still dug out some serious rounds when he needed to. He still lost, fair enough, but I think he's got that ability to turn it on a little bit when he needs to. He did it against Ortiz too. He was definitely down on the cards against Ortiz, and he understood that, and he came back and rallied. And my question is if it's a close fight in like round 10 or whatever like that, or even let's just say if Loma's up by 1 or whatever, that's, you can talk about X's and O's all you want, but there's going to be a certain level of character, and there's going to be a certain level of desire, and a certain level of where can you take your spirit to. And that's what I want to see in Devin Haney. I think he probably can as well. So I just that's the only question for me in terms of non-X's and O's. In terms of X's and O's, Lomachenko, he has got fabulous footwork, but he does make quite a few errors with the footwork that even Ortiz was taking advantage of, with either the rhythm stepping or crosswalking, which are two fundamental footwork errors, which is I'll get into more in the fight breakdown. But if Haney's team understand this and they're able to step in, I know Haney's going to be probing with that jab. Okay, he's going to be leaving it out there because his Philly shell isn't going to be working as well against the southpaw. So he'll be using that probing jab like he was doing against Jojo Diaz a little bit. Obviously, he's going to try and get his right hand off to the head, maybe even to the belly. And will Lomachenko be able to breach that probe and get his work off? It's really interesting, really, like in terms of a technical breakdown from how that fight will go. And I'll probably end up doing one in May. There's so many fights that are coming in thick and fast, it's hard to keep track of them all. Which is great. We've got the AJ Franklin tomorrow, obviously Tank Garcia coming up in a few weeks. I'm sure there's one or two that I'm missing that maybe less profile, but like yeah, it's excellent. And this hopefully will have more fighters wanting to make the bigger fights. And I know there's talks of the other bigger fights in talks, but let's get that stuff signed and let's get these fighters in the ring where we want them. Because like I've said this whole year, and I'll keep saying, boxing is really good this year. It's been good. Yes, the big fights are the difference makers, but we still might get those. And even if we don't, we've had a pretty good year this year. I'll still be watching regardless. And, you know, but the big fights are the ones that gets the eyes on it, especially the Tank Garcia. We get the crossover, and it builds the sport, and it gets more eyes on it. So, and that's what we need. So, anyway, that's it. Short video from me. Just wanted to show my excitement on this video, and I hope you guys get to watch the fight tomorrow if you're watching it. I did make a video on the Joshua Franklin. I'll leave the link up here. And yeah, it's Friday now, so have yourself a lovely weekend, and you know, peace and love, and I'll see you on the other side. See you Sunday for the fight breakdown. AJ Franklin post fight. Take care.